Good afternoon. Yeah. So we'll start with the reading session. Okay, here. Start up.
Then Molly comes in with her baby doll. फिर मॉली अपनी छोटी गुड़िया के साथ अंदर आती है. The little girl sees the doll's house. वो छोटी लड़की गुड़ियों के घर को देखती है. Bob tells her that is for her. बॉब उससे कहता है कि वो उसके लिए है.
बिल्कुल.
गुड, शी सेज. उसने कहा, अच्छा. इट इज़ फॉर मी, ये मेरे लिए है. इट्स माई डॉल्स हाउस, यह मेरी गुड़ियों का घर है. आई वॉन्ट टू पुट माई डॉल्स इन इट, मैं अपनी गुड़ियाँ इसमें रखना चाहती हूँ. मोली लव्स हर ऑल
डॉल्स.
मोली लव्स ऑल हर डॉल्स.
Yes.
मोली अपनी सारी गुड़ियों को पसंद करती है. शी विल हैव फन विद इट, सेज पीटर. पीटर ने कहा कि वह इनके साथ मज़ा करेगी. यस, सेज बॉब. बॉब ने कहा हाँ. एंड इट विल बी फन फॉर अस टू सी हर प्ले. एंड ये हमारे लिए मस्ती होगी उसे उनके साथ खेलते हुए देखकर.
Here is Molly with her doll's house. मौली यहाँ अपने गुड़ियों के घर के साथ है. It is red now. अब यह लाल है. She saw the boys make it for her. उसने देखा कि लड़कों ने उसके लिए इसे बनाया है. She likes it very much. वह इसे बहुत पसंद करती है. Molly plays with doll's house every day. मौली गुड़ियों के घर के साथ रोज खेलती है. द लिटिल गर्ल हैज 4 डॉल्स फॉर हर ओन. उस लड़की के खुद के 4 गुड़ियाँ हैं. वंस इज ए बेबी डॉल, और एक छोटी सी गुड़िया है. सी लाइक्स द बेबी डॉल बेस्ट. वह छोटी गुड़ियों को बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद करती है. सी हैज पुट एवरी डॉल इन द डॉल्स हाउस सो दैट दे लुक आउट द 4 विंडोज. उसने अपनी सारी गुड़ियों को गुड़ियों के हाउस में रख दिया है सो दैट वो चारों ओर से उसे देख सके.
बिल्कुल. टू एक्सेप्ट. यस.
Now Molly wants to put the cat in her doll's house. और अब मॉली अपनी बिल्ली को भी उसके गुड़िया के घर में रखना चाहती है. She finds the cat and puts it in with her baby doll. वो अपनी बिल्ली को ढूंढती है और उसको अपनी बेबी डॉल के साथ रख देती है.
छोटी सी गुड़ियों के साथ रख देती है.
The cat loves to play with Molly. और जो बिल्ली है उसको भी मॉली के साथ खेलना पसंद है. Molly talks to the dolls and the cat. Molly गुड़ियाँ और बिल्ली के साथ बात करती है. She asks them if they like their doll's house. वो उनसे पूछती है कि उनको उनका घर पसंद है. Then she says she is going to give them some tea. उसके बाद वो पूछती है, कहती है कि उनको चाय चाहिए.
चाय देने वाली.
Right. Right. Pass it on.
This is the garden of Mr. and Mrs. Green, who live next door to Peter and Jane. ये गार्डन मिस्टर और मिसेस ग्रीन का है जो कुछ ही दूरी पे रहते हैं पीटर और जेन के. It is a big garden. Mr. and Mrs. Green's 2 girls play in the garden. The dog Pat is here. ये काफ़ी बड़ा गार्डन है और इसमें बगीचा है और इसमें श्रीमान और श्रीमती ग्रीन की 2 बच्चियां खेल रही हैं और एक कुत्ता भी है जिसका नाम पैट है. इट इज़ वेरी हॉट दिस आफ्टरनून. मॉली इज़ हॉट एंड हर सिस्टर मैरी इज़ हॉट. ये काफ़ी गर्म भरा दिन है.
दोपहर काफ़ी गर्म है.
दोपहर काफ़ी गर्म है. मॉली और मैरी दोनों काफ़ी गर्म हैं.
काफी गर्मी महसूस हो रही है. गर्मी महसूस कर.
The dog is hot, so he sits by a tree out of the sun. The cat is up the tree.
नहीं, एक सेंटेंस और उसका मतलब पहले, फिर नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस.
द डॉग इज़ हॉट, डॉग भी काफ़ी गर्मी महसूस कर रहा है. सो ही सिट्स बाय अ ट्री आउट ऑफ द सन, तो वो पेड़ की छाया में बैठ गया है. द कैट इज़ अप द ट्री, बिल्ली पेड़ पे चढ़ी हुई है.
Pass it on. Nice.
मैरी पुट सम वाटर ऑन हर सिस्टर. मैरी अपनी बहन के ऊपर कुछ पानी डालती है. मॉली लाइक्स एंड आस्क हर टू डू इट अगेन. मॉली को वो पसंद आता है और उससे बोलती है दोबारा करो ऐसा. द टू गर्ल्स हैव फन विद द वाटर. दोनों लड़कियां पानी के साथ में मजे कर रही
पानी में काफी मजे करते
मजे
हैं.
कर रही हैं. पीटर एंड बॉब आर नॉट हेयर. पीटर और बॉब यहाँ पर नहीं हैं. बॉब कीप्स रैबिट एंड द बॉयज आर विद द रैबिट्स नाउ. बॉब के पास में रैबिट है.
फिर से पढ़िए एक बार सेंटेंस.
बॉब कीप्स रैबिट एंड द बॉयज आर विद द रैबिट्स नाउ. बॉब अपने पास रैबिट रखता है, खरगोश रखता है, और बॉयज
और लड़के
भी
अब लड़के भी खरगोश के साथ है.
बॉब लुक्स आफ्टर द रैबिट एवरी डे. बॉब खरगोश की रोज देखभाल करता है.
बॉब रोज खरगोश की देखभाल
करता है.
राइट.
पीटर लाइक्स टू हेल्प हिम. पीटर को उसकी मदद करना अच्छा
पसंद है. पास इट ऑन.
The two boys are in the garden. दो बच्चे बगीचे में हैं.
बिल्कुल.
They saw Mary and Molly play with the water. मैरी और मॉली पानी के साथ मजे कर रहे हैं.
नहीं,
या पानी के साथ खेल.
उन्होंने मैरी और मॉली को पानी के साथ मजे हुए करते हुए देखा. ठीक है.
ओके. पीटर सेज टू बॉब्स. पीटर बॉब से कहता है लेट्स प्ले लाइक दैट. हम भी उसकी तरह खेलें. इट्स वेरी हॉट. यहाँ बहुत गर्मी है.
बिल्कुल.
लेट्स प्ले विद द वाटर. हम पानी के साथ खेलते हैं.
चलो पानी के साथ खेलते हैं. चलो पानी के साथ चलो पानी लेके खेलते हैं.
बॉब सेज यस वी विल. बॉब ने कहा हाँ ऐसा करते हैं. आई नो दैट टू डू. जैसा वो.
फिर से पढ़िए एक बार ये लास्ट वाला.
आई नो व्हाट टू डू.
हाँ,
मुझे पता है क्या करना है.
बिल्कुल.
He gets up the tree. वो पेड़ पर चढ़ते हैं. Peter is by the tree. पीटर पेड़ के नज़दीक है. He looks up. वो ऊपर देखता है. Don't look up, Peter, says Bob. Bob कहता है पीटर ऊपर मत देखो. I want to put some water on you. मैं तुम पर कुछ पानी डालना चाहता हूँ.
बिल्कुल.
Peter looks down. पीटर नीचे देखता है and Bob puts water on him. और बॉब उसके ऊपर पानी डालता है.
बिल्कुल.
This is fun. बहुत मजेदार है, says Peter. पीटर ने कहा बहुत मजेदार है.
राइट.
I will do it to you now. अब मैं तुम्हारे ऊपर ऐसा करूंगा. Bob gets down. बॉब नीचे आता है and Peter gets up the tree. और पीटर पेड़ पर चढ़ जाता है. Peter puts water on Bob. पीटर बॉब पर पानी डालता है. They like to play with water in the hot sun. They like to play with water in the hot sun. वो उन्हें गर्मी में पानी से खेलना पसंद है.
Right. I wonder what they will do if they come to Kanpur summer. I mean, everybody will get up on the tree and put water on everybody. Yes.
The dog Pat looks on. उनका कुत्ता पैट
देखता रहता है.
Then
Looks
Peter
on.
puts some water on him. फिर पीटर उसके ऊपर थोड़ा कुछ पानी डालता है. This is the farm where Pam lives with her mother and father.
Okay.
यह वो खेत है जहाँ पर पैम अपने मम्मी और पापा के साथ
Right.
रहती है.
Her father keeps cows, pigs and horses. उसके पापा के पास गाय, सुअर और घोड़े हैं. This is a big farm. ये एक बड़ा खेत.
खलियान है. हाँ.
बड़ा खेत है.
खलियान you will say शायद, isn't it? Farm. खलियान है.
He lets Pam look after some of
द हॉर्सेस, वो पैम को छोड़ देते हैं घोड़े देखने के लिए।
क्लोज बट नॉट एग्जैक्टली। यह है एक्चुअली वो पैम को अपना घोड़ा देखभाल करने देते हैं, ठीक है। उसका घोड़ा है लेकिन बोलता है ठीक है तुम देखभाल कर सकते हो, ऐसे, ठीक है।
शी लाइक्स टू डू दिस, उसको यह करना पसंद है। देयर इज नो स्कूल टुडे एंड जेन हैज़ कम टू द फार्म टू सी हर फ्रेंड पैम। आज स्कूल नहीं है और
छुट्टी है।
जेन गलियारे में आया है अपने दोस्त पैम को देखने।
आई है,
आया है।
हाँ बिल्कुल आई है।
Here they are with 2 horse, 2 घोड़े हैं। The girls love horse, लड़कियों को घोड़े पसंद हैं। Palm helps Jane up on the horse, पाम मदद करता है Palms help Jane up onto one of the horse, Palms help करता है घोड़ों की, and then she gets up onto the horse, उनको and then she
वो
gets
घोड़े पे चढ़ती है, गेट्स अप ऑन टू द हॉर्स, घोड़े पे चढ़ती है।
Come on, she says, let's go. उसने कहा आओ चलते हम लोग। The horse walk by the tree.
The horse walks.
The horse walks by the walk है।
The horse walk है।
Walk.
Oh, then it must be a typographical error. 2 horse है क्या? देखिए the horse नहीं, horse है, horses नहीं है।
The horses walk by the trees.
Horses, that's what. The horses walk. That's what.
The horses walk by the tree. घोड़े चलते हैं
घोड़े पेड़ के पास से चलते हैं, पेड़ के पास होके
चलते हैं। Do you like it? तुम्हें पसंद है? जेन ने कहा। Ask Pam. Yes, says Jane. हाँ, जेन ने कहा। And the horse like it as much as we do. और
Read the sentence again.
And the horse like it as much as we do.
The horses like it as much as we do. Yes.
It is a hot day, but
नहीं, इसका मतलब बताइए। The horses like it as much as we do. क्या लगता है क्या होगा?
घोड़ों को पसंद है साथ चलना।
जितना हमें पसंद है उतना ही घोड़ों को भी पसंद है, ठीक है, ऐसे ही है।
It is a hot day. आज बहुत गर्मी है।
बहुत गर्मी है। It is a very hot day, बहुत गर्मी है।
But
ठीक? Okay, finish the line.
But it is not hot by the trees. पर ये पेड़ों से ज़्यादा गर्म नहीं।
पेड़ से ज़्यादा नहीं।
पढ़िए।
पेड़ के पास उतना गर्मी नहीं है, मतलब ऐसा होता है ना, पेड़ की छाया में कम गर्मी लगती है, तो वही बोल रहा है, पेड़ के पास उतनी गर्मी नहीं है, जबकि बहुत ऐसे गर्म है। ओके, ठीक है, we will conclude the reading session. You are getting smoother by the day. Good, that's good. Okay, so we will get on to the class works, but before that I want to say something. You remember what was being done last time? We are doing continuous tenses, right? Yes. So we said the structure is, say first we write is, am, are plus verb plus, this is the form, right? That's what we write. I am going, he is writing. Okay, so क्या होता है, बी वर्ब का कोई, इसीलिए हमने पहले बी वर्ब सीखा था, ये सीखने के पहले. Now you understand why knowing be, the verb be is important before you go to continuous tense, because you have to use this. Okay, अब कोई भी verb plus ing, ये हमेशा कंटिन्यूअस टेंस नहीं होता है, कभी कभी ये नाउन या एडजेक्टिव भी हो सकता है, दैट वी विल टॉक अबाउट लेटर, what people technically call gerunds and other things, participles sometimes, ठीक है, that we will talk later. But verb plus ing तभी continuous tense होगा जब इसके पहले ये रहेगा, then only it will be a continuous tense, otherwise not. Please keep this in mind, that verb plus ing alone not continuous tense, okay, it might be something else. When verb plus ing is followed by some form of be verb like is, am, are, मतलब past tense होगा तो ये was और were हो जाएगा. You understand this? ठीक है, ये future continuous है, मैं करता रहूँगा, I will be doing, तो इस was were की जगह will be shall be आ जाएगा. तो मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूं कि वर्ब प्लस आईएनजी इसके पहले या तो इज, एम, आर, या तो वाज, वेयर, या तो विल बी, शैल बी, ये जब रहेगा तभी ये कंटिन्यूअस टेंस है, अदरवाइज नॉट. अदरवाइज दूसरा कुछ भी हो सकता है, नाउन हो सकता है, एडजेक्टिव हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. क्या हो सकता है वो बाद में देखेंगे, लेकिन बिकॉज वी आर स्टडिंग वर्ब्स एंड इट्स टेंसेस नाउ, टेक इट फॉर ग्रांटेड, बी वर्ब का फॉर्म प्लस वर्ब प्लस ing. So I am going, so am plus go plus ing. This is the thing, okay, and it never changes, it is fixed, that's how it is always. कभी इसका कोई एक्सेप्शन आप नहीं दिखा सकते, never. ठीक है, only exception is this, that verb plus ing, nothing here, nothing, then it is something else. But if it is acting as continuous verb, it will have this, okay, fine. On that note, we will have the classwork and they will contain such things. So it's good to remember and good to remind once in a while, so that you have less difficulty in doing it. Okay, Anand?
Okay, so I'll be giving you 10 sentences, you need to translate them in English, right? The first one is, आजकल मैं एक डरावनी कहानी लिख रहा हूँ. आजकल मैं एक डरावनी कहानी लिख रहा हूँ. मैं तुम्हारे ही बारे में सोच रही थी. मैं तुम्हारे ही बारे में सोच रही थी. मुझे पुराने गाने गाने का बहुत शौक है. मुझे पुराने गाने गाने का बहुत शौक है. मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा. मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा कि हम एक साथ नाच रहे हैं. मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा कि हम एक साथ नाच रहे हैं. तुम रोज क्लास को कक्षा कर लीजिए. तुम रोज कक्षा में खड़े क्यों रहते हो? तुम रोज कक्षा में खड़े क्यों रहते हो? Next one is, तुम बहुत ज़्यादा दवाइयाँ ले रहे हो. तुम बहुत ज़्यादा दवाइयाँ ले रहे हो. नेक्स्ट वन इज दरवाजे की घंटी. दरवाजे की घंटी लगातार बज रही है. दरवाजे की घंटी लगातार बज रही है. मुझे पता है. नेक्स्ट वन इज मुझे पता है कि मीरा झूठ बोल रही है. मुझे पता है कि मीरा झूठ बोल रही है. नेक्स्ट वन इज मंदिर में नेहा गरीबों को फल बांट रही है. मंदिर में नेहा गरीबों को फल बांट रही है. नेक्स्ट वन इज तुम आजकल ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा बोल रहे हो. तुम आजकल ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा बोल रहे हो. जीन. देन इज स्मगल. देन स्ट्रगल. स्ट्रगल. अंकल. huge. Pebble. Temple. Scheme. Jute. Tune. How many? 10, right? Okay, so you have 10 minutes for 13B and 10 minutes for 13A.
So welcome back. How was it? Good? Good. Very good. So वो मतलब दूसरे जो वर्ड्स है वो मिला आपको, मतलब डरावी स्टोरी, वो हरर, यू गॉट दैट वर्ड्स? यस, गुड. हाँ, स्केयर्ड. थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है स्केयर्ड में. स्केयर्ड मतलब डर जाना, ठीक है. डरावी इज स्केरी स्टोरी, नॉट स्केयर्ड. देन स्केरी, या स्केरी कुड बी वन थिंग, या बट हॉरर इज द वर्ड एक्चुअली, बट स्केरी भी चलेगा शायद. Okay. So continuous tense. Any questions on that? Yes, I was thinking about that. मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा है, क्या होगा? हाँ. Right. Okay. So बोलना चाहते कि I am not believing that we are dancing. इस टाइप का कुछ. I mean, yeah, that can be one interpretation, but generally, yeah, I do not believe होगा, क्योंकि कभी-कभी continuous tense में भी एक वो simple का सेंस रह जाता है जब आप बात करेंगे, ठीक है. लेकिन थोड़ा सा फर्क ये है, simple में it's like on and on, going on, started from somewhere and keeps going on. Continuous tense में आप वहीं पे खड़े हो और वहीं पे देख रहे हो और वहीं पे हो रहा है. That uniformity should be there. Okay. मैं नाच रहा था, हाँ, और मतलब I danced and I am dancing, मतलब कभी कभी आपको जब ट्रांसलेट करना हो, कभी कभी लग सकता है क्लोज है, बट दे आर नॉट एक्चुअली क्लोज. देयर इज सम लिटिल डिफरेंसेस दैट यू हैव टू पे अटेंशन टू. ओके. हाँ, तो हो रहा है ना, वहाँ पे आप लोगों को लग रहा है कभी कभी कि कंटिन्यूअसनेस है, ठीक है. Even if you write I am not believing that we are dancing together, it is not completely wrong. There is a point there, but the English should be I do not believe that we are dancing together. ठीक है. Okay. So any other questions on continuous tense? Because I think this is not that difficult. I mean, there is no scope of confusion like we have in simple present ना कि कहाँ पे s लगाना है, yes लगाना है. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है. जैसा tense है वैसे लगाते जाना है. Like if it is some verb ing, if it is present tense, is, am, are according to the subject. Past tense was, were, verb ing was or were कैसे होगा according to the subject, singular or plural. और will be, shall be तो कोई मतलब future is the simplest. I mean in terms of tenses, not in terms of life. ठीक है. So future is the simplest. Okay. Fine. Yes. Ah, that's a question. Sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot. Depends on the context. But yeah, I understand because those are complex sentences and we have not spoken about complex sentences yet. But still, we use day to day, those sentences. You say that I do not believe, comma, we are dancing together. नहीं, that लिखे तो अच्छा है. You should write that. Yes, you should write that. This is not the proper ways of saying. At least, actually, I haven't come to that because this is not yet the subject. ये comma, semicolon, इन दोनों में फर्क क्या है? ठीक है. So perhaps maybe a semicolon might be appropriate. Okay, but I would still prefer that. You should write that. Okay. कॉमा मतलब थोड़ा सा पॉज है, सेमीकोलन मतलब उससे ज़्यादा पॉज है और फुल स्टॉप मतलब पूरा पॉज है. ठीक है. सो देयर आर डिफरेंसेस. व्हिच आर्टिकल इज आई मीन सॉरी नॉट आर्टिकल, पंक्चुएशन is rather an advanced topic which we don't discuss in this module. I mean, we discuss in passing whenever the context arises, but we don't, we don't articulate on that for long because these are the topics in later modules. Because these are more precise. Because before you get into punctuations, you should have the tenses and other things very clear. Otherwise, it will be confusion. ठीक है. जब वो clear हो जाएगा, तब हम लोग punctuation पे आएंगे. And punctuation you use for more sophisticated use of English. ठीक है. So that is a little tricky. And even frankly speaking, not always we are sure. Sometimes even I have to think while writing that what punctuation should I use. ठीक है. So it depends. And it's part of one's style also. I mean, you may suggest some other punctuation, some other reading style, and I may suggest something else. So for me or for you, the two punctuations might be different. Okay. So we'll start with the vocabulary section. Okay. Mike, Anand. Mike. Yeah, no, start from that. Start from the last row. I have a bias for the first row, I seem to be. So I want to break that bias. Okay? Fine. So, what are we going to do? Yes, you, ma'am. First column.
Best upon these sing together.
Fine. Any question? No? Fine. You all know everything? An example for upon?
Once upon a time.
Okay. Once upon a time in America. Heard this one? Once upon a time in Mexico, once upon a time in America. Okay. Yes. Okay. Next column.
Please, thank, wish, many, sure.
Yes. Shall. Right. Think about it. What is the difference between on and upon? Okay. I will not say today. Think about it. Slight, very slight difference. Not much. A lot of the times they are used interchangeably. But maybe. I mean, I fixed my gaze upon him. Okay. I fixed my gaze on him भी बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन upon यहाँ पे ज़्यादा बेहतर सुनता है. But the paper is on the table. The paper is upon the table नहीं बोलेंगे, है ना? So there is a slight difference, very acute. Okay. Think about it. Okay, I'll tell you later. Yes, so next column, please, thank, wish, many, shall. This please is a noun or a verb? Please, it's a noun, not a verb. Verb. Okay. Anything else? Anybody has a different idea? I mean, you're sure everybody, right? It's verb. No, please. Please. Verb, right? Yes, fine. Yeah, sometimes. Huh? Khush hona, khush karna, right? Fine. So, now coming to the word family, the last day we did gene, tube. Today it's home. So, basically again E coming at the end, but the central vowel is O. Okay. So, from you, ma'am. First row. Okay, आप भी पढ़ना चाहते हो? Okay, first row.
Bone, close, dose, home, hope.
Right.
Joke, more, nose, phone, rope.
Okay. Then?
Rose, score, stone, store.
Okay, pass it on.
Stove, dose, throne, vote.
Right.
Come, dove, love, none, some.
Ask about the underline again.
Gone,
Okay, I'll come to that. Yeah.
gone, horse, bottle, cobble.
Right.
What is Adelaide?
Yes. Okay. So you can figure out these things. I mean, these words, they sound similar to each other. When you come here, it's like come, dove, love. The sounds like O sounds like A. Okay, that's why the difference. That's why this double line is there to indicate that. And if you look at this, gun, horse, bottle, cobble, this is O.
Oh.
The sound is slightly different than this and this. O, A, O. Okay? And here again, that thing as I told you, that the strong wall of consonant B, B, L between O and E, T, T, L between O and E. Okay? So that's why the sound is like that. Okay? Any word that you want to know the meaning of? Stove. Stove is like that in which people cook or stove is throne. Yeah, throne. What is the meaning of throne? I was expecting this one. That is thorn. What you are saying? What you are saying is thorn, not throne. हाँ बताओ throne मतलब क्या है?
तो like जो सीट होती है महाराज जी.
सिंहासन.
हाँ सिंहासन.
राजगद्दी. That is throne. And some of you are what you are suggesting was thorn. वो जो कांटे होते हैं वो. That is different. This is throne. मतलब सिंहासन. हाँ? Cobble. बताओ. Cobbler का मतलब क्या है? Cobbler, you haven't heard cobbler? हाँ. तो so cobbler is who cobbles. ठीक है? Like सिलना. जूते या मतलब कोई चमड़े का चीज को सिलना. उसको cobble बोलते हैं. The pronunciation is cobble. Okay. Good. What is this rope?
रस्सी.
Right. Dose?
दो.
Matra. I will take matra.
वो भी आता.
That's better. Okay. Score?
कितने स्कोर है इंडिया के अभी?
हाँ वो है तो एक है ही. वो तो एक है. Actually score can be a noun. It can be a verb too. He scored 100. Yes. He scored. Yeah. It has the same meaning. And no, I mean, see, score is like not only in the context of cricket. I mean, he scored 90 out of 100 in the examination. That is also another example. ठीक है? तो score मतलब like to attain certain number or certain degree or certain certain sort of reward. Okay, that you get hold of, or you in that sense you say score. Okay. So now what happened there? Fine. So because you are feeling comfortable with the continuous tense, I'll call some of you on the board and give you some translations. You have to do it. Okay. Okay.
मैं सुबह से बस स्टेशन पर बस का इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ. मैं सुबह से बस स्टेशन पर बस का इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ. से बस स्टेशन पर बस का इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ. You also come on the board.
Yes. Write in this one. Huh?
बस स्टेशन पर बस का इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ. नहीं, not this one. I'm giving you a new sentence, right? पौधे पानी की कमी की वजह से मर रहे हैं. पौधे पानी की कमी की वजह से मर रहे हैं. Now translate in English.
Anand? Anand?
Yeah.
We'll call somebody here too?
We'll call in sometime.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Plants are dying due to the absence of water. So we have the translation here. Plants are dying due to the absence of water. Okay. Lack of water.
मतलब किसकी जगह पे? Due to lack of water.
The absence of water.
Due to the absence of water, first of all, this is not wrong.
Right.
Yes, scarcity is another word, paucity is another word. You can have a lot of words, but this is not wrong. But actually, what she said, that was also correct, and this is also correct. But anything else, there is a nice expression exactly for this kind of situation. Do you know that? No, this is fine. I mean, this is okay. What you said due to the lack of water, that is also fine. Scarcity is also fine. Due to की जगह पे? Actually, मैं बोल रहा था, you can also write it like this. Plants are dying. Plants are dying. इसके जगह
In want of water.
In want of water. That is also equally fine. In want of मतलब नहीं है. No, in lack of नहीं. Due to lack of water, what you said is correct. But this is in want of. That can also be used. But his translation is also correct.
Right.
You have to keep in mind.
It will be good if you can put the over here. The
Yes.
plants are dying, right? And coming on to the first one, मैं सुबह से बस स्टेशन पर बस का इंतजार कर रहा हूँ. And he has written from. Okay, let me read. From the day I am waiting for the bus at the bus station. It is not looking cool. So can we have the?
I'm waiting for the bus at bus station. At the bus station.
Okay. Some other.
I'm waiting for the bus at bus station since morning.
Okay. Let's do it in bits and pieces, right? Since morning, first. Okay. You are doing it the other way around. ठीक है चलिए. Since morning. Right? You just put a the and then you can go to your seat, right? The plants are dying. Plants P capital रहेगा क्या? I am waiting for the bus at the bus station since morning. It's fine, right? मरी हुई मछलियाँ नीचे से उठ रही हैं. मरी हुई मछलियां नीचे से उठ रही हैं। मछलियां नीचे से उठ रही हैं। नीचे से उठ रही हैं। नीचे से उठ रही हैं। He'll do it. Okay. Okay. सभागार की छत से गारा गिर रहा है। गारा गिर रहा है। दोनों चलेगा, सभागार सभागृह दोनों चलेगा। गारा गिर रहा है। ओके फाइन, रहा शायद 2 बार हो गया है। हाँ ओके। सेंटेंस इज सुनीता और संगीता। सुनीता और संगीता पेशेवरों की तरह नाच रही हैं। पेशेवरों की तरह नाच रही हैं। Dyed fishes are coming above from below. Okay. Okay. So he has written dyed fishes are coming. Complete the sentence. सही है, सही है। एक वर्ड पेशेवरों के लिए क्या लिखते हैं आप? Dead fishes are coming up from the bottom. Coming up को और क्या लिख सकते हैं? Coming up सूट नहीं कर रहा है। हाँ, rising लिख। Rising from the bottom. Okay. Mud is falling off from the roof of conference hall. Concentrate here on the sentence. सभागार की छत से गारा गिर रहा है। गारा, इसको प्लास्टर लिखिए। गारा को हाँ, कंक्रीट नहीं, कंक्रीट तो हो गया। सुनीता एंड संगीता आर डांसिंग लाइक प्रोफेशनल्स। प्रोफेशंस नहीं होगा, प्रोफेशनल्स होगा। हाँ, पेशेवर, पेशा इज प्रोफेशन, प्रोफेशनल और पेशेवर प्रोफेशनल होता है। प्लास्टर इज फॉलिंग ऑफ फ्रॉम द रूफ ऑफ कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल। वेट लेट हाँ हाँ, खुद से लिखिए क्या होगा। प्रोफेशनल्स, हाँ, ब्रेक इट इन पीसेस। हाँ, डबल एस सही तो लिख रहे हैं। Okay, fine. So this one is okay. This one is fine. Dead fishes are rising from the bottom, rising up from the bottom. Plaster is falling off from the roof of conference hall. इस सेंटेंस में करेक्शंस. कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल, सभागार को और क्या लिखते हैं? एक अच्छा वर्ड. कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल चलेगा, बट ऑडिटोरियम भी चलेगा. राइट? प्लास्टर इज फॉलिंग ऑफ फ्रॉम द. Yes. From is redundant here.
In this case, if you write falling off, then that from is not needed.
Right.
From part.
From हटा दीजिए उसको.
Somebody else wrote this some time back. What is the difference between what he wrote and what I wrote? This is cursive. On 2nd December, I asked you, practice cursive. Okay? How many of you have done that? I am not asking those who were writing cursive even before that. From me, hearing from me that try cursive writing, how many of you have tried after 2nd December? You have tried? Okay. So, cursive is not difficult. See how easily I wrote it. Not because I am great, because cursive is easy. Okay. So, try cursive writing and see in this classroom you are encouraged to write cursive. That means that even if you stammer a little, if stammer is a word which can be used for writing also, then we will encourage you to correct your mistakes and write. So, this is a platform where some slight mistakes here and there you can make, okay, which is fine. And same thing applies for the classwork homework that you are doing these days. And when you write any other thing also, then keep in mind that this particular teacher told us that cursive writing is not difficult. He told us that within 10-15 days, if you try in a disciplined manner, you can master it. Maybe whatever he says is not right, but let me try, let me just believe for a while, okay, and see whether it works. Try it, okay. So, within 10-15 days, if you consistently try, then you will master it. And whenever you feel that in cursive this is supposed to be written like this or like that, then see that sample which we gave you, that this is how to connect. Okay. So, today I thought that you people have got enough practice of English in the last few weeks. So, today we will have a little speaking discussion session. Okay. So, the information that I want from you people, I mean, we will not make it in a question answer kind of thing, that will become very boring, but we will give you the mic for a while, and what you will share with us is first of all, out of all the sessions since 3rd December, roughly how many you have attended? Okay. So, how many sessions have been conducted till now? This is the 13th session. Okay. So, this is the 13th session since 3rd December. So, out of these 13 sessions, roughly how many you have attended, and why you are attending, what advantages you expected and still expect, and out of that what advantages you are getting out of this class, and why do you think you are getting those advantages. Okay. And if some disadvantages is there, that also you can tell us. Okay. So, typically in your speech I want you to address these issues. Okay, that is, in a way, in brief, I want you to share your experiences with us regarding this class in general. Yes, please. Is the mic on? You can say from there only.
Good evening, all of you. I'm Shadawala, and I want to discuss the advantages of these classes, which I attended. Frankly speaking, I did not know the where what sentence where we used. Means where we use present continuous, means the syntax of those sentences. But after receiving these classes, I can say I confidently I can use these sentences, means
Okay, so he means that some syntax issues were not clear to him, and through these classes he is feeling that those syntax issues are slowly getting cleared, right?
Yes.
That is your idea.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Hello, sir. My name is Satyendra Patel, and I have attended all 13 classes, 13 sessions, and actually I have problems because words didn't come in my mind fluently. Like in our the second homeworks, like classworks, B classworks, we are always getting 10 words, and then we have to make sentences of this. So from that I'm improving. That words didn't come mind, and so now I'm start to making sentences. So though sometimes it's make nothing sense, but now I think improving a lot. So, and in from Hindi to English, it's for me it's fine, but from that words, the sentences didn't come fluently. So I'm improving, and this is the advantage for me.
Okay, so what he means is that while speaking or writing or while making sentences, the correct words don't get in supply quickly. And this is a bigger problem in the case of speaking, because in speaking you need the supply quickly. Okay, and what he also says is that this business of translation is comparatively less of a problem, because the thing that you need to supply is already there. So all that you need to find out is an English word for this word, an English word for this word, an English version for this expression. So that helps. So I am happy that somebody said that translation helps, because nowadays the fashionable way of teaching English says that teach English through English medium only, do not bring in any other language, and that's a problem. Okay, so I mean that you can do with 5-year-old children, but in adulthood so much you can think together, your thought process is very mature, quite complex, and keeping pace with that thought process, words don't come in supply. It is nothing very uncommon for you, and it is nothing very damaging for you personally, because believe me, all of us have gone through that phase. Okay? Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I am Akshat. I am Akshat, and I want just to discuss about the classes that I start attending from 4th December.
Okay.
Most probably, maybe I thought I attended just 5 or 6 classes, but I thought that it is improving me and my translation. The translation of English from Hindi is not very difficult, but in my mind it was settled that it is very difficult for me to translate it frequently. So I always thought that it might be very difficult for me to translate, so I can't attend these classes. But before 1 or 2 days, I thought that if it's so, then why I'm attending these classes? So I just came and attend these classes. So it's improving my translation and my vocabulary.
Good. Okay, Akshat, I will tell you, is our old friend, and we in EPP treat Akshat with very high honor, because he is one of our friends since very early days of EPP, even before EPP got its name. So Akshat's opinions are very important for us. Yes.
Good evening. Today, I Shashank is here to share my thoughts about these classes. It is my first day, and earlier I did not know about these classes, and I think that advantages I will get are it would increase my vocabulary because there are some of one of the finest teachers in the world, because IIT is ranked one of the greatest institutes. And some of the disadvantages are it would affect my time management. I get from school at 2:10 and reaches home 2:30. Then in only 30 minutes I have to reach here. Then I leave this at 5, and then after there I have to do many homeworks, and that's my opinion about this class. Thank you.
Yes. So what Shashank says is true actually, because in these days all of us are very busy and we get very little time, and even without attending these classes, I expect Shashank and Akshat, people like them, to get a good proficiency in English in due course of time, because they are very young and they have a lot of time in their hand. Still, they are attending here in spite of all the constraints that Shashank mentioned, very less times, coming back from school at 2:10 and then turning up in the classroom at 3, then going back after 5 and doing other homeworks. It is difficult. But then he has taken a correct decision, good decision, that he is coming to this class and staying in touch with whatever is going on in this class, because the more currency in which you keep yourself, better is the learning and better grip over the language you get. I will share with you one sentence which I read in an essay by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, and it is such a strong sentence that I still remember it. I read it when I was of the age of Shashank and Akshat. Bankim Chandra wrote, I am telling you in Hindi because I read it in Bengali, and exact translation into English will become very clumsy, very dirty. So he said, Ananta Ratna Prasavini, English भाषा की जितनी साधना की जाए उतनी अच्छी बात है, ठीक है. So as much practice as you can do on this language, which has the stock of infinite amount of treasures, it's better. And compared to the time of Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, it is still more important today, because even though at that time this country was ruled by Englishmen, now it is not, still at that time English was not the global language. Today English is the global language. And rather than saying that we don't care, we may stay away from that global language, we will be cutting off ourselves from the rest of the globe. On the other hand, our endeavor should be to try to capture the leadership of that language. Okay? So as much practice as we can do on this, it's better for us. Okay? Certainly, certainly. I love 3 languages intensively, and my love for English does not diminish my love for Bangla and Hindi.
Good evening, all of you. My name is Purnima. I have attended almost 10 to 11 classes, and what I came to know is talking and writing are two different things. Like previously, I thought that I thought that I am good in English, but now once I came here, I came to know the exact position of mine. Because it's like when you're talking like continuously practicing English, it's good that you thought that you know exact English, but when it comes to proper like tenses and all that, like I'm not very good in tenses. Still I'm managing.
Okay, so what you said is interesting, because most people in our country actually think that they know very good English.
Exactly.
Okay, and this is one reason why people don't like to come to our class, because by coming to the class they get to know their position the way you did. Now let me tell you that the correct position that you now know, earlier you thought very good or good, now you know the correct position, and I can tell you that the correct position is not bad. Okay, it is not bad. Now there are some people who think very good and the actual position turns out to be very bad. But the way I hear you speak, I can tell you this much. You can take it as a compliment that it is not bad. Okay, it is on the way. Okay, and as I told you, if you go on practicing, then it will be better and better. Okay.
Hello, good evening. Myself Vipin Sharma. I have attended 11 and 12 class. Grammar portion is not clear.
Okay, so grammar portion is not clear, and that is why we are actually teaching the language. Okay, EBP is in order to teach you grammar, but not in the dry and boring way in which grammar books are written. Okay, so don't worry, from now till October we are in the mood of settling your grammar. Okay, if you just stay with us. Why I am telling this is that many people, after attending some sessions, they feel, oh no, this is too much, I have a lot of work to do, and then they drop off. So unless you drop off, if you stay with us, if you continue moving with us, then we have a serious intention of settling your grammar in next 10-11 months, because we are going to hold this course till October. Okay, so lots and lots of assignments and homework and classwork and all these things will come, and if you stay through the class always with your mind present in the class, then it will be difficult for you not to improve and not to get a sense of grammar. By the time you finish this course, you will get a sense of grammar. Rather, you shall get a sense of grammar. Okay?
Hello sir, I am Anurag Pandey, and I have attended 11 classes out of 13. No doubt the classes were excellent, and I just want to say one thing, that I think that there should be one lecture in which we can speak. We have trying to speak in English. Yeah.
The one that is going on.
Like this. Yeah. Because I know I can translate somewhat up to a good condition, because I am getting 16, 17, 18 marks out of 20, and but it is difficult to speak in English continuously.
Correct.
It is the main problem for me, I think so. So I am here to improve my English.
Yes.
English speaking.
Yes. We typically do not schedule speaking sessions very early in the course, because by that time the students, the participants are not very friendly with the class and people don't speak. But after so many days of class, now that I have opened the speaking session, almost everybody is speaking, because there is no fear of losing one's prestige in front of the class, because whatever prestige was to be lost, it has been already lost. Okay, So in a familiar environment, now you are speaking, you already know that no further damage is going to happen. Okay, so you can freely speak. Okay, and we also waited for so long because those who started a little from a weak background, we wanted them to come to a position where they can speak 5 sentences continuously, whatever. Okay, so that the speaking session goes in a certain manner. And as we progress, we will have more speaking sessions in module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. More speaking sessions we will have, and not only like today, one by one everybody is speaking his own. Then we will have contradictory discussions also. That is, you say something which he doesn't like and he says something which she doesn't like, and then there will be a contradiction, there will be refuting somebody's statement. So such debates and discussion sessions also we will have, in which quickly you have to get your ideas, quickly you have to get your words and say things, otherwise your point will not be made. Okay, such a big loss. Okay, so these things we will go on having as things go ahead. Okay.
Morning everyone, my name is Parsh Gupta. I want to say the advantage of the modules. The advantage of modules is that I can improve my English speaking, writing, and my vocabulary also. I can also improve my grammar session. As I know that will be till October, I can most improve my grammar of English. Exact.
Okay, good. Stress on grammar. What?
Well, I mean, every vocabulary session in that word family, he is the guy who will always ask, why is the grammar?
Okay.
He is the underlying guy.
Okay. So his stress on grammar is good actually, because if your grammar comes to a good level once, then supply of words and fluency in speaking, these two things will come with time. Why I am telling that is that I remember one stage in my own development when I knew that anything that I need to write in my sweet time, I can write a reasonable thing and that will be fine. On the other hand, if the issue was to speak, then I was not very sure that I will be able to speak. So if you try to get the history of 30 years back, then you will find that at that time I had that stage when I could write things correctly, grammar sense was fine, but in speaking I had this supply problem. Okay. So but then that has improved. So from that I have a very good reason to be able to generalize that once somebody settles his grammar and his vocabulary, then supply at the correct time will start coming. Yes.
Good evening, I am Swati Vishwakarma and I am attend only the 4 to 5 classes out of 13. As he says that he have the grammar mistakes, so same me. I'm feeling nervous.
Okay, next time you will speak more. Okay.
Good evening, myself Ariba.
How many classes you have attended?
4 to 5 class.
4 to 5.
So I'm feeling nervous.
Okay, so those who have attended 4 to 5 sessions till now, they are nervous still. So you see why I kept this session so late. So after you attend another 3-4 classes, you will be no more nervous. Okay, and see, one thing we always do when you make mistakes in writing, we put red marks and correct and tell you that this is not right and that is right. But in speaking sessions, we in EPP hold a policy that we will not correct anybody's grammar, because I have seen in classes where student is asked to say something, he says something, immediately teacher says this is not correct and that is not correct, and next time next student, when you give the mic to the next student or when you ask the next student to say anything, he will not say anything. Okay, so we have settled for a policy in EPP that in EPP speaking sessions, no corrections will be made. So typically the rule is shown to the student. Now here the rule is on the instructor. Say 10 of you have tried something speaking. Did I make any corrections? No. Once in a while you have made mistakes here and there. I am tolerating everything. Okay? Because in speaking sessions, I am promising you, we will not bother to correct you. Because many times, just after speaking something which was wrong, you actually realize that I said something wrong. Since you have already realized that, what is my point in telling that you have made a mistake? We are not going to do that. Okay? So I am promising you that in speaking sessions, we will not say this is wrong. We will not correct you. And since we will not say this is wrong, you will not lose your face. Okay? So in speaking session, you speak whatever comes to your mind. Incomplete sentence, fine. Wrong sentence, fine. When it is so wrong or so incomplete that we don't understand it, then we will ask you that we did not understand, whether you want to go out or whether you still want to stay in. Then you will clarify. Okay? So till that time, we will not make unwelcome corrections. We will not try to choke your flow by corrections. So in speaking sessions, you have complete freedom. In writing sessions, in writing, you try to be careful. Okay? And why I am telling you is that in speaking, even those who have a very good hold over the language will make mistakes. I make mistakes. Arindam makes mistakes. Don't we know the language? Pardon? Not only that, there is a logical reason why we will make mistake. For example, suppose even in Hindi we make mistakes. For example, suppose I am going to tell you that in Hindi I am going to tell you that my friend Manoj's marriage was held in 2005. मैंने बोला मेरे दोस्त मनोज की, मैं शादी बोलने वाला था, फिर लगा कि शादी अच्छा वर्ड नहीं है, विवाह 2005 में हुआ था. गलत हो गया ना? So in one way we start the sentence, and on the way we keep on thinking and decide to tell the sentence in some other way which does not fit with what has been spoken already. And this is why in speaking in long sentences, by the time we go halfway through the sentence, if we have made a change of decision regarding how we want to express it and then produce the rest half sentence, sometimes it happens that the first half and the second half don't fit with each other. And since we do not stop thinking, since while speaking a sentence we continue thinking and organizing the sentence, this is why such mistakes in speaking are bound to happen. If some speaker says that while speaking he never makes mistakes, then I can tell you one thing, he never speaks long sentences. Okay? So with this we stop today. It is close to 5, and come for the coming sessions also, and in module 1, 2, 3, 4 also continue. And you people, till now we have attended 4, 5 sessions, you attend more sessions, and then one day come to us and say that today I want to speak, I have got a topic. Okay? Goodbye.